Good Saturday evening. I am meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this January 18th of 2020 after we had to deal with rain, freezing rain, and sleet to get our weekend started yesterday. It was nice to see the sun back in action today. We'll stay dry for a few more days before maybe a weak little wave could clip us on Monday, and then a stronger system wants to still head our way as we go into the middle of next week. We'll break it down as we roll along, but like we always do, let's start with where we've been throughout the course of our Saturday. This was certainly an interesting Saturday this go-around. We had to start with morning clouds, and some of us did have to start with some rain this morning. Then, over at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort and all across the area, the morning clouds gave way to mostly sunny skies as we got into the afternoon. That was certainly nice to see. I just wish it would have helped us out with temperatures during the afternoon, because we actually were at our warmest during the overnight hours as we got into your Saturday. Throughout our Friday, we were seeing temperatures slowly inching above freezing. Then we catapulted to about 50 before we hit midnight going into this Saturday. We had early morning highs in the lower 50s at Joplin Regional. Then we saw the thermometer drop back to the mid-30s by 10 o'clock this morning. A quick jump to 40, though, so we were able to warm up at least a little bit for the afternoon. But we have been turning colder since sunset, and we are set for a cold but quiet night ahead of us. And we need that quiet time to dry out, because in addition to the rain that we picked up last Friday that we're still trying to dry out from, we picked up all the rain from yesterday, which averaged, according to radar estimates, of about 0.6 of an inch across the area. Needless to say, some of you picked up a little bit more than that. The heaviest pockets of rain that we've seen in parts of southwestern Missouri and along in east 69, that is where we have seen rain amounts go between an inch to almost 1.6 inches. So that has led to some aerial flood warnings for Lawrence, Berry, Newton, and McDonald counties in southwestern Missouri until 1:15 going into your Sunday morning. That's just because of all the rain and the soil that was still saturated. We got to be careful for just some water running across some low-lying roads in some of these counties. So just be mindful of that, but the water should be subsiding once we go deeper into your Sunday. And as far as the river flood warnings go, we still have some out around the Neosho River in Commerce in Ottawa County, the Marmaton and Little Osage in northern parts of Vernon County, and I believe the Osage River in southwestern parts of St. Clair County as you work back into Missouri. Those flood stages will begin to drop as we go into early next week, and it is nice, again, to see nothing on the SKYWATCH Storm Tracker radar network to take us into the rest of the night. Thankfully, roads are dry from our look at 7th and Range Line at about 9:45 on this Saturday night. The official almanac had us starting with early morning highs at 52, and of course this morning we dropped back to about 36, but both numbers running above normal for this time of the year, and believe it or not, for the month we're already at over 3 inches of rain. At 9:45 almost, we have seen temperatures set at our at least current low at last check, 30 in Joplin with a northwest wind at 7, making it feel like 23. And we are continuing to see everybody cool off quite a bit. Most of us are right around 30 degrees, but a few of us are already trying to sneak back into the upper 20s. And that is where we're going to head as we go deeper into the overnight and just before sunrise. Overnight lows, not too cold, but it will be cold enough that you'll need to bundle up if you'll be out late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Lows around 25. Then once we get the sun to rise with some drier air in place, we'll go back into the mid-30s by noon and into the upper 30s for Sunday afternoon. Once we got the evening started, we have noticed some high clouds try to work in from central and western parts of Kansas. Most of that cloud cover is beginning to sink south into northern parts of Oklahoma. We still can't rule out some of those clouds heading our way tonight, but that's the worst that our weather will get. Thankfully, the storm system that plagued us yesterday is causing quite a bit of snow and even some lake effect snow around the Great Lakes and parts of the upper Northeast. And on the warm side of things, ahead of that trailing cold front, that is rain and thunderstorms extending all the way down the Appalachian Mountain Range down to the Gulf Coast, or especially around the Louisiana and Houston. That system will continue to work off to the east. It'll be working into the Atlantic on Sunday. We stay quiet while we wait for a weak wave to come at us out of the north by Monday, and then this upper level low. This will send a stronger system our way by the middle of next week. In the short term, though, we're quiet tonight as skies generally stay mostly clear, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of that cloud cover out in central western Kansas tried to sneak in at times. So we'll just see maybe some passing high clouds here or there, but we'll keep things quiet but cold tonight with lows dropping off to 25. We should go back to 33 by noon and then pushing 38 for areas in and around the Joplin Metro, so we will have a bit of a nice day for your Sunday. If you're north of Joplin, though, in our northern counties, let's say mid to upper 30s for you, and then once you go south, especially along the south of I-44, that is where you have a better shot of at least getting close to 40 for your Sunday afternoon. So Sunday, we keep things dry. Going into Monday, Martin Luther King Day, we will stay cold with the jet stream just to our south and west, but there will be a weak disturbance trying to come into parts of Missouri, depending on how close it gets to our corner of southwestern Missouri and at least our part of the area. I would not be surprised if we had a few snow showers try to sneak through as we went into Monday. It's not looking like a big deal, but it's something we'll continue to keep an eye on as we get your early work week ahead started. We're dry for Tuesday, but here comes that potent, stronger upper level low, that next storm system, the stronger one rather, that will begin to head our way. Out ahead of it, we'll see moisture come out of Oklahoma and Texas and head our way by Wednesday morning. Depending on how temperatures look when the rain starts, we could see some freezing rain along with the rain chances to start Wednesday out. Then as we warm up enough throughout Wednesday, this will just be periods of scattered rain throughout your Wednesday. It looks like rain chances will stick with us as we head into Thursday. Now, we want to keep an eye on how this low will want to track as we go into next weekend. If it slows a bit, we could see this end as rain and snow chances by the time we get into Friday and even as late as early Saturday morning, where it could then as maybe a snow shower or two. So our next big system to watch will come in on Wednesday and take us through the end of the week to come. But at least we're looking pretty okay in the meantime. 38 with mostly sunny skies on your Sunday. 31, most of you stay dry for Martin Luther King Day, but we'll still keep an eye out for the chance, at least for a few snow showers. Then we're back into the 40s on Tuesday with a quiet day before we see the rain chances really ramp up by midweek. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.